Hello, and welcome to week 17 of the Sharing the Light broadcast. I'm Lance Dixon, and I'm going to be your host for this message. This week, I had to do a little bit of reflection, and the reason behind that is I am in a season of what I call blessings. And usually that's a good thing. We want to enjoy those good seasons. But with that type of season comes a lot of things that are not always positive. So today I want to talk a little bit about the importance of discerning truth. And before I go into it, I'm going to give you a little bit of a background. In my previous book, 99 Cents to Freedom, I spoke a little bit about dreams, having dreams, following dreams, and chasing dreams. I said, I believe it's a good thing to follow your dreams. This is a way of pursuing a path that hopefully will lead to positive outcomes. But there's a distinction between following a dream and chasing a dream. I don't think you should chase a dream. The distinction is when you don't put in the work, when you don't plan it out, but you chase it based on information that you heard, which sounds good. And for those who start chasing dreams, they are susceptible to what I call a dream vampire. And these are people who exploit your desire to follow your dream or to pursue your dream. There's a lot of noise out there, information overload. I talked a little bit about that in my last book, We Live in a Fallen World. So there are many voices that we hear. And unfortunately, those voices are not necessarily looking out for your best interest. A lot of them are trying to, for lack of a better way of saying it, make a quick buck by sharing with you information they think you want to hear so you can invest in whatever scheme or plan they have going. Those are the dream vampires. They're very slick. It sounds practical. It sounds reasonable. But if we don't do our research, if we don't discern truth, we can fall prey to that type of thing. Now, from a personal standpoint, since my last book, actually, my last two books received awards, I am being flooded with a variety of different emails and requests to partner with people to help me expand the reach of my writings. They say a lot of flattering things, not only about my writing, but also about the message and how they can help. And it's hard to really discern truth from the dream vampire. So now I'm going to talk just a little bit about ways to discern the truth. As I stated earlier, there are a lot of voices out there. There are a lot of opinions. There are a lot of different people with different outlooks on how to do things. Discernment is not optional. It protects you from making bad decisions. It's how we recognize what is true and what is noise. Without it, we can be swayed by emotional pressure, popular thinking, or words that sound right but lead us away from what is true wisdom. Now, from a spiritual standpoint, God does not ask us to accept everything we hear. He wants us to test it. Proof can be handled by examination. This is the work you have to put in. The discernment keeps your heart steady and your steps direct because you're not building your life on assumptions. You're building it on what is solid. When you practice discernment, you don't become cynical. You become grounded. You learn how to pause before reacting. You seek understanding before agreeing to anything. And you make choices based on what produces good fruit. Discernment literally helps you hold on to what is good and release or get rid of what may be harmful, distracting, or keyword deceptive. That's why discernment of the truth is so important. When we talk about something like the discernment of truth, we can go into so many different directions, but I want to keep this pretty much to the point. For me, I have to put in the work, but I also seek God for discernment. Sometimes you just get that inner feeling that something just ain't right. And when I get that inner feeling, I listen to it. And that's when my work starts. That's when I start the examination process to make sure that I'm not just being fearful, but I'm being diligent in seeking truth. Now, this week, I want to share with you a few things that we have going on. we have started the YouTube channel for Sharing the Light broadcast. We're posting every week's message on that channel. We're in the process of building the channel. We're in the beginning stages, but I want to make sure that I share that with you. As always, for our listeners, take advantage of the links that are attached to this broadcast. Last week, as well as this week, we are giving away an audio chapter entitled Expectations of the World from the book We Live in a Fallen World. Well, that's all I got for this week. Hope this message has been helpful. And thanks again for tuning in to the Sharing the Light broadcast message. This is Lance Dixon signing out.